Hi, I'm Chris Walker. I'm the Director of Design and Naval Architecture for Everglades Boats. I'm really excited to show you this 395. This is just one of my personal favorite boats. Our customers love it. We're going to walk through some of the features. I can't show you everything, but we'll hit the highlights. So the 395, it's packed with awesome standard features like a generator and a seakeeper, and we'll go through that. It's our 5 series, which is our offshore series. Right? It fits into our portfolio above the 375, which is a new model for us, and just below our flagship, the 455. So the 395 is 39 feet long without the engines and just over 42 feet long with the engines. Holds 600 gallons of fuel and full fluids. It weighs just under 25,000 pounds. Really excited to show it to you. Let's check it out. So like all Everglades boats, the 395 is built with our ram cap process. So ram cap is an acronym. It stands for Rapid Molded Core Assembly Process. It's unique to Everglades. It's patented, so you're not going to find it on any other boat. There's a lot of great advantages to ram cap. It gives you a wonderful structure. It gives you the safety of full flotation and unsinkability. And it also gives you best-in-class fit and finish. So let me explain a little bit about how it works. So what we do is we pre-mold high-density foam logs, and then we vacuum those logs into the hull shell and a full hull liner. Under that vacuum, it creates a very cohesive structure that's very stiff, very strong. It helps with our ride that everybody loves, but it makes a really, really, really strong structure. In fact, it's so strong, Everglades backs it up with a lifetime hull warranty. There's also a 3-year manufacturer's component warranty. Another benefit of ram cap is fit and finish. Like I said, there's a full hull liner. So anywhere you get access into the bilge, you're gonna find gel-coated smooth surface, right? So no rough fiberglass that traps dirt or sharp edges that cut your fingers when you try to do maintenance. So great fit and finish. But probably the best attribute of ram cap and benefit is safety. The foam provides flotation, which makes the boat unsinkable. So even if it were to somehow fill up with water, it won't sink. The boat's unsinkable. So I hope you remember that and consider that as you're out in the marketplace looking at different boats. So one of the best things about the 395, it's a very capable fishing platform, but it's also very comfortable. This bow can be configured in several ways, whether you want to fish real hard or be in a kind of a lifestyle mode. I'm going to start at the bow and show you the anchor windlass. So first thing you notice is I can walk all the way up to the anchor, which is really nice. You don't have to step up on some seats. I'm standing on a table, which actually comes up to create a table and a casting platform. We'll show you that in a couple minutes. So this is the anchor locker. It's got a windlass and a cleat. Of course, it's a hinged hatch with a gas cylinder. And then a nice touch, there's even a holder for the wrench for the windlass. There's a bow shade that's available as an option. This particular hull doesn't have it. And what that is a shade that hooks to the hardtop and covers this whole bow area. There's actually poles, and the poles fit into these flush-mounted stainless steel rod holders. We got some really great bow seating. You can see it's nice and long where you can stretch out. And there's articulating backrests and stop any point that you want or put them all the way down. We try to use every available space in order to get storage. So behind this backrest here, we have lockable rod storage. These would be for spinning rods or smaller trolling rods. But port and starboard, lockable rod storage. It's a really nice touch. And there's also storage under each of these seats. It's a nice insulated box that's, of course, plumbed and drained. Moving aft just a little bit, you can see these optional high gloss teak accents. We'll see those throughout the boat. I really like how this table stores flush down to the deck, but when you want a table, you just have to, at the press of a button, raise it up. Makes a great table area. And it even fills in as a casting platform and a filler cushion. This table is just designed really nice. It's at the perfect ergonomic height to be really comfortable. Also want to point out that around the entire perimeter of the boat are these bolsters. And you can really feel how comfortable they are in this position when you're leaning against sitting at this table. It's a great place to have a snack and enjoy the bow of the boat. All right, this table is versatile. It can be a casting platform as it's shown right now. It locks in, it's very stable. And then with the addition of a cushion, it makes a really nice filler cushion area where you can lay out on the bow. So 395 has some really comfortable seating, but the best seat in the house is this lounger. It's really nice. It's made for 2 people. You can fit 3 on. There's articulating armrests for comfort. There's even one in the center. There's nice sturdy handholds, which are nice. We have these high gloss teak accents, which are an option. Cup holders. I like this little step here that helps you get up onto the lounger. And then there's also a drink box on the forward end, which is nice and convenient So you don't have to walk very far if you want to get some drinks and you're up here on the bow. I do want to mention one more thing about the lounger. The design team did a really great job of getting it at just the perfect height. It's low enough that you feel safe and secure below the gunnels as you're running out in the ocean, but it's high enough that you got great sight lines and visibility. It's really fun to run this boat while sitting on the lounger. All right, this is the in-deck fish box up in the bow. It's great, it's huge. And like we talked about with ram cap, there's foam all around it, so it's very insulated and it really does a great job of holding ice. It's a great place to store your catch. All the drains are plumbed, and also there's a macerator pump, so you can pump overboard anything that you want to macerate and pump overboard. The design team at Everglades does a great job using every little bit of available space. So this boat has 4 of these gunnel storage boxes, 2 port, 2 starboard, and it takes advantage of any of the would-be dead space that's in between the coaming wall and the hull. This is a great storage. You can see there's a net here to hold some things against the outside, but this fills up great. It's really great storage for a boat this size. Just want to point out one detail that helps speak to the fit and finish and build quality of Everglades. Every single cup holder, every single rod holder or storage area is plumbed and drained. These are stainless steel fittings that the rod holders are plumbed to. So none of the rod holders are going to hold water, none of the cup holders are going to hold water. It's a considerable amount of effort to do that, but that's what Everglades does. A really innovative feature is Everglades' patented actuated windshield. This is unique to Everglades. You're not going to find it on any other boat, and it's a really innovative feature. So you can see the windshield's all the way up, but with the press of a button, you can lower it. This is a really great feature that you appreciate more and more when you're out using the boat. You can stop it anywhere you want to regulate the amount of air that you want to get. Some of the great advantages of this windshield lowering is that you can communicate from the helm to someone up on the bow very easily. Also, if there's any glare, like maybe at night, that you want to put the glass down, you can do it at the touch of a button. It's a really unique feature, very innovative, and again, you're only going to find it on Everglades boats. We'll go through some of the features at the helm. So this is a beautiful execution of a helm. First thing you notice is it's not cluttered with a bunch of switches and buttons. And the reason that is because we have this very innovative digital switching system, which we'll go through in just a minute. You can see this boat is configured with triple 86/16 Garmin multifunctional displays. This boat selected the optional high gloss teak accents, which is really beautiful. It's a dash cover, it's covered in epoxy, and it's really sharp looking. Standard, the boat has a black acrylic dash face, and that looks really nice too. So this is the teak accent. We have 2 stainless steel cup holders that again are plumbed to drains. And this recess area here is also an inductive cell phone charger. There's also some great handholds. Here's a stainless steel one. Then there's one up here that's in just a perfect location to really lock yourself in. When you hold on to these handrails, you really get a sense of how stiff and strong this boat is. This frame doesn't move at all. It's a great place to hold on to. Underneath the handhold here, we have a tilt-out bin that has your battery switches. These are the house batteries, Seakeeper battery, and then the engine switches. So Everglades likes to separate the engine battery bank from the house battery bank. That way, if you run down your house battery bank, you're never going to lose your ability to start the engines. VHF display. This is an optional carbon fiber Edison steering wheel. This is a tilt helm, so you can adjust it to your comfort needs. So the 395 has a standard generator. It's an 8 kW Fisher Panda generator. And with that, we're able to have some great air conditioning in the cabin and also to blow out at the helmsman. So these are the ducts that the air conditioning blows out at. The trim tabs on the 395 are zip wake interceptor style trim tabs. These are vertical plane trim tabs. They're really nice. This is a great control. It's very intuitive and it reacts very quickly. You can just turn it to correct any list in the boat, and you can roll the knob fore and aft to correct any trim in the boat that you want to correct. But probably the best feature of the zip wakes is that they have auto pitch and auto roll correction. So you can set the boat up where it automatically senses the pitch and the roll and corrects it itself. It's really nice. This is your Helm Master EX Yamaha control binnacle. This controls all 3 engines. This boat is equipped with the Yamaha XTO 450 Yamaha engines. The boat is also available with twin Mercury V12 600 engines, and then you would obviously have Mercury controls. This is the Helm Master EX joystick. It's a great joystick, gives you station keeping, and you can also maneuver the boat side to side. You can twist it and rotate it. Joystick's really nice, does a great job. So this is our digital switching system. the team at Everglades partnered with Garmin to implement digital switching. And what that is you can control all the systems of your boat through touchscreen control through the Garmin units. It uses Empire bus control modules, and it's a great system. You can see right here there's an image of the boat, and then we have some different pages, and then there's all kinds of actions that you can do. What's really cool is that when you press a button to turn something on, the image over here updates. Like we just turned on the nav lights, and you can see that they're on. You can turn them off real easy. If you want to hit your windshield wiper washer, no problem. Press of a button, it comes on. There's an indicator for it. It's really great. This is the Helm page. You also have a light page. One of the cool things about the light page is that you can actually vary the intensity of the lights, like the spreader lights. If you don't want full intensity, you can vary them just by sliding this scale. In the interior of the cabin, you can control the air conditioning unit. There's also a fishing page where you can control your bait well pumps, your macerator pumps. This is really neat. On the fluids page, you get an image of your boat and some of the mechanicals behind it. You can see the 600-gallon fuel tank. You can see how the bilge is laid out and where the equipment is. You can also monitor the fluid levels in your freshwater tank and your holding tank. You can even extend the cockpit shade from the digital switching page. So touch screen control for all your systems, really nice. If you don't want touchscreen control, we've gone the extra mile and actually added tactile switches, which at the press of a button, you can still control these same units. These ones here are located right under the helm, and they're the ones that you probably want really quick access to, like the horn. These are the Helm seats for the 395. These are triple Pomponette Platinum Series Helm seats. They're really nice. They have articulating bolsters and individual armrests. There's 2 on each seat that actually articulate up and down. I want to show you these storage areas underneath port and starboard under the Helm seats. These are great for personal items like wallets and keys. Now this boat is not equipped with an option that's available under the seats, which are the shock mitigating pedestals for Helm seats. So if you do choose, you can get the shock mitigating pedestals for the Helm seats. And what those are is they're pneumatic pedestals that you can adjust the pressure to, and they'll go up and down depending on the weight of the person. They just add a little comfort and reduce fatigue. It's a really nice option. These are the optional teak accents on the Helm seats. They're high gloss teak, and they're covered in multiple layers of epoxy. They're an option, and you can see that they look really sharp. Let me point out the fatigue mat. It's a really nice touch. So if you're standing for a long time running the boat, or standing next to the captain running the boat, this is a 1-inch thick anti-fatigue mat. It's really nice on your feet and knees. Just an extra comfort. Comes standard on the boat. There's great visibility from the helm, but if you want a little extra height for some even better visibility, we have this pretty innovative fold down. It's 2 pieces. Makes a very comfy platform, raises you up, gives you even better visibility. So one option that Everglades offers is different color powder coating. This boat selected black powder coating. You can see it looks really sharp. I'm holding on to the hardtop supports. They're very sturdy. These are great handholds here. This boat did not select the option, but there is an option for a second station, which is a full second station that offers all the control that you have at the lower helm. Even when you don't select the second station, you get this ladder on the center. And let me point this out. It's great access up to the hardtop. Some boats, competitive boats, you have to walk outside of the hardtop to get up to the second station. It's not the most secure way to do it. We really like how you go up through the center, through a hatch, and then once you're up there, you're inside the railing of the second station. It's very secure, very sturdy, and very safe. So there's some great storage, port and starboard in the mezzanine. You can see there's Plano tackle boxes, and there's a drawer for tackle storage. As you go aft, there's 4 really nice drawers for all your tackle needs. In between the helm seats and the mezzanine seat is an innovative freshwater sink. It's a stainless steel faucet that folds down and folds up. It's a great place to rinse your hands off. We even have this cover here. Keep it nice and protected. And there's dedicated storage for this cover in the mezzanine storage. Another really comfortable seat is this aft-facing mezzanine seat. It's really comfortable, really popular. Everybody loves to face aft when you're running or anchored up. Ergonomics are just perfect. There's even a flip-down footrest. There's cup holders, port and starboard. We got cell phone chargers, port and starboard. This boat doesn't have this option, but there is an option for air conditioning. And when you select that, you have air conditioning vents down at your lower back and also out here. And then you can really blow some comfortable cold air on you. Really nice. Underneath the seat is an insulated drink box. This is a great place for all your drinks. Again, this boat hasn't selected it, but there is an option for a freezer plate that can go inside of here that allows you to freeze everything without having to worry about ice. We're here in sunny Florida and it gets really hot. I really appreciate this cockpit awning. With the press of a button, conveniently located right here, you can extend this cockpit awning shade, and it extends pretty far aft. It covers the whole cockpit and provides great shade to this mezzanine seat and also the transom seats. Another really comfortable seat on the 395 is these forward-facing cockpit seats. Look, they're full cockpit. There's a lot of seating here. Ergonomics are great. You can see the backrests go up and down as you open the seats, and that really helps with the comfort and ergonomics of the seat. They're so long, you could put a lot of people here. I could even lay down and take a nap. Cockpit, there's a really nice execution of a dive door. This is a two-piece door with a combing gate. You can see the combing gate has a high gloss teak accent, 3 stainless steel cup holders. That's a really nice touch. And the door has some really heavy duty stainless steel hardware. I really like how in the open position, it stores all the way under the gunnel. That's really nice, so it doesn't block anything in the cockpit. These doors are really great for entering and exiting the water. They're also great just for boarding the boat. All right, talk about fishability. There's a really nice transom fish box. This is an insulated box that holds ice. There's actually an option for a freezer plate that you can select if you don't want to deal with ice. One of the cool features that the design team did was put these dividers in it. So there's 2 dividers that you can slide in. This helps you to segregate what you have in your box. And check out this fillet table. Simply folds down. You can do your bait rigging here, which is really nice. The lid can close on top of it. There's still a little room. I like that. And then this is removable, and it has a rod holder mount, so you can place it anywhere you want around the boat. It's a really nice touch, great for fishability. This model has Yamaha and Mercury power available. This particular hull has triple Yamaha XTO 450 horsepower engines. The Mercury offering is twin V12 600 horsepower Mercuries. Both packages give you great performance, top end in the mid to upper 50s. With your 600 gallons of fuel, you get a great range between 300 and 400 miles. If you'd like to see real detailed performance sheets, please log on to evergladesboats.com. We have the performance sheets that give the speeds and fuel burn and range throughout all the range of the RPMs. Under the starboard cockpit gunnel, we have a very long rod rack, which you can put a really long gaff or some nice rods in. There's even a tow rail that you can get your foot under, keeps you safe and secure if you gotta lean over the side to gaff or wire a fish. I love the height of the freeboard. Hits me above the knee. It's about 28 inches at the very aft end. It's very safe and seaworthy. Check out the cockpit drainage on this boat. Port and starboard, you have these really large stainless steel scuppers. They allow water to exit the cockpit very quickly. If you're able to take a big wave over the bow, it's important that the water gets off the deck quickly, and this definitely achieves that. All right, we got great bilge access through this cockpit hatch. And the bilge is an area where Everglades really shines. You can see the build quality and fit and finish. Like we said with Ramcap, there's a full liner, so every surface is completely gel coated. 395 comes with a standard Seakeeper 3, and you can see that at the forward end of the bilge. That's a gyroscopic stabilizer. At the aft end of the bilge, there's the generator. It's a Fisher Panda 8 kW generator, and right behind that is a diesel tank for the generator. So the bilge is laid out very methodically and neatly. Maintenance is no problem. You have great access to all of your valves and seacocks. I want to show you this one here. You can see that they have double hose clamps, of course, and the clamps are rotated 90 degrees for extra security. And then those red caps on the end of the hose clamps are chiclets. We put those on there to hide the sharp edges of the hose clamp so you don't cut yourself when you're down there doing maintenance. So everything's labeled. You can tell exactly what line goes where and what system it's for. So even if you weren't familiar with the boat, you could come down here into the bilge, read the labels, and know what equipment affects what. It really speaks to the build quality of the boat, and it's where Everglades really shines. I'd like to point out a couple features inside the head. It's a really nicely appointed space. Sitting in the beautiful U-shaped seating. There's a filler cushion that fills in this area where my legs are that creates a full-size berth for 2 people. Really nice if you want to sleep in here. Of course, with a generator, you have air conditioning. You also have these opening port lights, port and starboard, that can get some cross flow of air going across if you don't want to run the generator. Forward, there's 32-inch TV, which is really nice. I want to show you this cabinet here that has your main distribution panel, your access to turn on your generator and your switches, and you can see your battery charger displays. There's some great storage in here. You have this drawer storage. Actually, under the steps, there's also a tilt-up bin for storage. Up top, we have a microwave and then a little bit of storage aft. And then a really nice feature on this boat is if you go after this space, there's a full console width enclosed head. Let me show you what that's like. I want to point out a couple features in the enclosed head. Look at the centerline rain shower head. To starboard, there's a vanity with a sink and solid surface and some storage underneath. Behind the mirror, there's great access to your Empire Bus digital switching modules. All right, on the port side, there's a teak cover to the head. And then up high, there's a little storage bin. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. Hope you learned some things. We really only hit the highlights. There's just so much to see here. If you want to learn more, I encourage you to go on evergladesboats.com. You can download a spec sheet. It has all the standards, all the options for the whole boat. You can even do the build a boat and configure the boat the way you'd like to see it. Please follow us on social media. The best thing about this boat is really the ride, and I can't explain that to you. You just got to feel it for yourself. So I encourage you to call your local dealer and schedule a test ride. Thank you so much.